a lot of ways, LeBron James and Pat Riley have shaped the way we view the NBA now. When LeBron decided to move to Miami and start that super team and began to win championships, and now Pat Riley's doing it a different way because he's having to build through the draft.
Absolutely. LeBron James and Pat Riley fundamentally it changed the NBA a decade ago when Riley put together the big three with LeBron James, Chris Bosh, and Dwayne Wade, how teams were built, how they went big game hunting. And what LeBron James changed were how players, star players, looked at free agency. And after LeBron James went to Miami, it changed the way how players approached it. They could go where they wanted, when they wanted, and play with who they wanted. And it opened the doors for a lot of other players to make those decisions. Now, LeBron James back in LA, where Pat Riley started winning titles, and Riley 10 years later with a Miami team that was built far differently than gathering up stars in free agency.
And Jalen, we love to talk about how LeBron ended up in Miami, but we don't talk as much about the fact that he left Miami and what that did to that organization and whether or not that's any point of motivation for Spo and this team going against the Lakers.
I promise you guys, Pat Riley loves coaching Magic Johnson, Kareem Abdul-Jabbar, Dwayne Wade, and Shaquille O'Neal. But if he can't have all-time great players, he loved to have this blue-collar type of team to play against LeBron James, to bring a sense of toughness, to bring a sense of discipline, and a sense of physicality. And I know Paul Pierce loves this. Ain't gonna be no fraternizing. Ain't gonna be no helping the opponent up off the floor. This is gonna be what Pat Riley always wanted when LeBron James decided to leave, is you leaving us to go win a championship. I'm gonna show you I can build one without you. I did it before you, I'm gonna do it after you. And that's what this is all about.
Listen, nobody expect Miami to be here. I mean, yeah, they work hard and they earned this spot here. But nobody expected that. And just give hats off to Spoelstra and Riley for putting a team like this together. Jimmy Butler, I mean, how good does he feel right now?
Right.
I mean, making a choice, leaving Minnesota, leaving Philly, and now he's playing in the finals with the Miami Heat. You know, Riley's done it as a coach. He's done it as a GM. Now, let's see if he can do it again.
You know, it's interesting, too, you talk a lot about the motivation for the Heat, Eric Spoelstra, proving to the world that, hey, I can win championships without LeBron. You talk about Pat Riles. But also, the thing about LeBron James, LeBron James knows his ears is always to the street. He listens to what people have to say. He uses that as motivation, right? We talk about it being petty, but we're all petty in a degree when it comes time to be competitive. Remember this line, smiley faces with hidden agendas. That's what Pat Riley said about LeBron James publicly when he decided to go back home to Cleveland to win a world championship. So just know there's extra motivation for LeBron James, too, as much as there is for the Miami Heat.
Obviously, LeBron James looking for his 4th NBA title this season and trying to do it against a Miami Heat team that he's very familiar with, an organization that he's familiar with, that he's won titles and MVPs with.
Thanks for watching ESPN on YouTube. For live streaming sports and premium content, subscribe to ESPN+.